Today we're leaving Kyoto and we're heading to Hiroshima, but along the way, of course, we're gonna be grinding. And I've got a new partner research to work on, specifically partner research Tully's. Tully's is a coffee shop brand here. I actually like their coffee quite a bit. They have a honey milk latte. I really enjoy it. But what we have to do for page 104 is make 20 curveball throws, catch 30 Pokemon, and use 10 berries to help catch Pokemon. That should be very easy to do, but first, let's also do this Community Day special background timed research. We've completed it all, so let's claim the XP, the dust, even more XP. And then we're gonna get free encounters, but only the last one has the background, so we'll see if we get lucky with the shiny. They do say that they boost them somewhat. This one is not the hundo, this one's a 431. What we want is 443. Hopefully we'll get lucky with that, and pink, and with the background card, but I highly doubt that's gonna happen. Number 2, are you shiny? You are not, and a 417. That is pretty darn bad. Let's actually bury this one. And now it's time for these final rewards of 5,000 dust, and this will be the background ones. Are you pink? Nope, unfortunately not, and a 422. Oh well, we tried. Throw a berry on here, let's catch it. And what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I'm going to basically just go through my stack and bury everything, so we should be able to finish page 1 before we even get on the bullet train. Honestly, this guy does not want to get caught at all. There we go, great curveball throw. Surely that should do it, right? 1, 2, yes, all right, good, we got it. But just to show you, there it is. Well, okay, weird, but there it is with the background. Looks great. But like I said, we're just gonna go through the stack, we're gonna bury everything, and it turns out we have even more vanillites, so this shouldn't take too long to finish. As one of the Shinkansens is leaving, which is kind of fun. I always enjoy watching these things go in and out. But anyways, now that this is out of the way, let's claim these and see what we get. I am kind of excited. Oh, Rookity, okay. This one's a 276. I don't actually know if this is good or not, but let's catch them and find out. Luckily, we caught the first one on the first ball that landed, so that's nice, but let's see what happens with it. It's okay. We won a little bit better than 276. Got it. What about this one, though? 270, not better. And the third and final one is going to be a 270 yet again. All right, well, these Rookidis didn't turn out that good, but whatever. Just in case you want to see all 3 of their IVs, there's this one, and are you serious? They're the same exact one. I will say that the odds of that are very, very low, though they're not completely 100% twins. This one is a male, and this one's a female, so there is that difference, but wow, that is really hard to do. There's like a 1 in 206 chance of getting a specific set of IVs. I don't know what it is getting it twice in a row. But anyways, let's claim the final rewards of an incense, a lucky egg, and of course an egg incubator. Now we have to use an incense, earn 2 candies while walking with your buddy, and explore 5 whole kilometers. That's gonna be a little hard since I'm stuck in a train station right now, but we will get that done when we get to Hiroshima. But on that note, I am gonna be taking the bullet train. I've got all my stuff, way too much stuff, and I'm excited to get on the bullet train. I really enjoy the bullet train. And now we're officially in Hiroshima, Japan, and it was a good train ride all in all. The Shinkansen's always fantastic. And I saw a wild Clodsire at one of the stops and managed to catch it. Unfortunately, it wasn't really good, but still a wild Clodsire is pretty awesome. And of course, we were going way too fast, so I've only made 1 kilometer out of the 5 for that progress. I still need to use an incense, so you know what? Let's use the daily. Why not? I'll extend it for a little bit, yada yada, and maybe we'll get a bird in Hiroshima. I have seen a Galarian Zapdos here once, but sadly it did run. So maybe we can get redemption at some point, but so far it looks like we're getting a Galarian Makuhita, which is not exactly the most exciting, but whatever. We're gonna extend this for a little bit, we're gonna walk around, explore a bit, and just see what we see. And since I can be a tad forgetful, let's just get this whole hour in here. I don't know how much more I'm going to extend it by, but might as well go for an hour and 15 minutes at least. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, there will be a bird. I also just realized that we've got windy weather right now, and we don't have an event, so this is like one of the best times to see a bird. During event times, unfortunately, there's usually the event spawns that like cloud it up a bit, but now we have a boosted chance and a completely neutral kind of spawn board, so there's a decent chance, at least hopefully. Looks like I was right, we got a Galarian Articuno here, please be shiny. Ah man, 2690 as well. This is going to be a very difficult bird to capture, but I do love it with this background. I don't know where to put you guys though. I want to actually get a good hit on this thing, and I really have nowhere to put you guys. Actually, I think there's something right there, at least hopefully. It's a little thin, but maybe we can make this work. All right, hopefully you guys won't go tumbling in just a second, but at least we got to see a bird today. Pretty awesome. I really want to hit this with a good throw. So thankfully it attacks. Maybe we could. Oh, are you serious? How did I botch that? It was right there. 1, 2. Yeah, I thought so. There ain't no way we're catching this, but it's gone forever too. Dang it. But is there another one waiting for us? No, just a Mareep, but that's perfectly fine. We're only just a couple minutes in and we saw an Articuno. Let's keep going. Maybe we'll have another one. Sorry guys, I would have checked this one in front of you guys, but unfortunately I was fidgeting with my battery pack. I only just saw it. I might have missed this if I didn't look down, but that is amazing. I think we're only like less than 10 minutes into this daily and we've seen 2 birds. Now catching them's another story, but thankfully I think I found another spot to put you guys down on. Really thought the spots back there would have worked. I'm really trying to find a place to put you guys down. I want to get a good throw on this thing, though I might just have to put you guys down real quick. Get another whiffed throw, unfortunately, and yeah, it's gonna run immediately. Yeah, dang. That's still 2 birds though. That's insane that we got to see 2 of them. Hopefully we'll get to see more, but again, like, we barely are in 10 minutes of this thing. It's ridiculous how many we've seen so far. A little bit of time has passed. We've walked the 5 kilometers, but sadly no more birds at the moment, though I have extended the daily for just a little bit longer. But page 2 of 4 is done. Let's just see what we get from these ones. Hopefully they're shiny eligible. They are. Ooh, cool. I like that. The Infu's a fun one. I actually saw one of those earlier today. They're definitely a rarer spawn, but they are out and about in the wild. And the shiny got released during the Honolulu Worlds, and I got very lucky and finished that set during that time. Though I guess I can't really say I was lucky to finish that set. They were boosted during that event. But anywho, is 575 good? Yeah, it's fine. Maybe we'll get lucky and find a blue one. That would be really cool, but sadly that's not it. 583 though, we got a slightly better one here. Let's catch these next to the river since we got some water in the background anyways. It kind of works out right. Now please stop. Wow, man, this one's a fighter, which shouldn't be surprising because it is a fighting type. Just for fun, we'll take a look at this one. That was much better. Okay. Let's say the 90s to 600s is where the hundo lies. Anywho though, this last one sadly isn't shiny and a 73, so we know it's worse. And for the final rewards, we get a Poffin. We get 20 Great Balls, we get 20 Ultra Balls, and that is everything for that step. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to reload the page. All right, for page 3 of 4, we have to collect 800 max particles, which I've kind of made a small mistake today. Hopefully we'll be able to pull that off. If my math is correct, we should still be able to do it. Win 3 max battles and power up a Pokemon 5 times. Should be very easy to do, but again, I may have screwed up. I've already picked up 240 max particles, but if I do this correctly, I should be able to still pull it off today. What I need to do here is I need to claim these 300 max particles, which brings me up to 540, and then I need to pick up the particles there, and that will bring me to 780, which means I can claim 20 more. So what I'm gonna do is walk 2 more kilometers so I can get the other 300, and that should bring me up to the right amount. I didn't even Dynamax to this thing. I just used a Meteor Mash. I did not expect that thing to go down so easy. But the math does check out. I should still be able to get 800 today if I do this correctly. But that is how you get the max amount of max particles. Basically, you only pick up 4 different power spots that get you up to 480, plus you do the walking 2 kilometers twice. That gives you 600 right there. So you get 1,080 in the day as opposed to just the 800. But anyways, let's skip this. Let's just get to the reward, and it's not a shiny, and it is a 457. I have no idea if that's good or not. You have no idea how close this battle was. Like, this thing was using superpower the entire time. It took out both of my other Pokemon. That Metagross was gonna get taken out if I didn't land that Psychic. But it doesn't matter. We brought it down, and we're getting a shiny. No, we're not. Okay, 1316. I think you want like a 1347 as the hundo. But nonetheless, this is going to be the last one that we fight until we get our 2 kilometers walked. Because once I pick up the particles here, we should be at, if my math is correct, 780. At least that's what I'm hoping. I'm pretty sure I've only done 2 prior to this, and I should be able to do at least this last one. But anyways, let's just get in here. Let's claim these particles real quick. Beautiful. And on the bottom here, it should spring up in just a second, though sometimes it likes to wait. But we're currently, we are past 420. 1 second. There we go. Don't know why it took a little bit. We are now at 540 particles. So with the 300 from the walking 2 kilometers, we will hit that 800 today. You know, something else I've just now realized is that we have officially lost all 3 Galarian birds in Hiroshima now. We lost the Galarian Articuno and the Moltres this time, and then like 2 or 3 years ago when I was here, I lost the Zapdos. So we've officially missed every single one of them in this city. Sucks, but I mean, obviously these things have a high flee rate, so it makes sense that it would have happened that way. I've now walked all the way to Hiroshima Castle, and it's a very beautiful area, and the castle looks great, but something to note is that everything you're seeing has been completely reconstructed, or at least everything that was made out of wood and stuff has been reconstructed. All of this right here, the stonework, this is original, but the atomic bomb that was dropped here in 1945 completely decimated this area. But I'm glad that they did rebuild it. It is a cool place to learn about what ancient Hiroshima was like, but there's also some reminders of the A-bomb here as well. There's a eucalyptus tree that is marked as a survivor of the blast, and it's still alive to this day, which is pretty cool. It's not something I really ever talk about in these videos because, you know, it's war stuff, and this is mostly a Pokemon and travel video, but I mean, it is history, and we shouldn't sweep this stuff under the rug. And I definitely do think that if you can come here, you should come to Hiroshima, because there's a lot to learn and see here. And the castle's also pretty decent for Pokemon Go as well. But first, before we can show you the spawns and stuff, I do want to claim these 300 max particles, because this should bring us up to, yes, there we go. We got the 800 we needed. I was a little worried about it, and also the daily's done. I kind of let that run out, but whoops. Now all we have to do is power up a Pokemon and do 1 more max battle, and I'm so glad that we have this guy right here. So I'm gonna beat this guy up real quick. Then I'll power up a Pokemon, and then from there, we should be pretty set. Though I should heal that Metagross, because that Metagross is very useful for this thing. The Phalanx is down. Will it be shiny? No, it will not, and it is a 13-12. Well, at least we can say that we've done the 3 that we had to do. Now I just gotta power up that Pokemon, and we can move on to the final steps. I'm thinking we should power up the Hundo, Paldean, and Tauros that we got in Kyoto. So let's do it this many times, even if that was more than 5, I don't care. We just gotta get that part done. And now we can claim these. Hopefully it's something exciting. We get ourselves Dynamax. Okay, that is kind of fun. Hopefully we get lucky and get a good one, but if not, whatever. I'm used to not getting good stuff from this. So I did get that orange Hundo Flabébé from this once, and that was really cool when we got that, because I actually needed it at the time, but this is definitely not great. How about you? What are you? This one's gonna be, ooh, worse. How about the third one? You wanna be cool? Please be cool. 360, not really. For the final rewards, we get a premium battle pass, a max particle pack, which is nice, and 3 revives. The last one is auto-completed. So let's claim it with the castle in the background. Why not? We'll get ourselves a lot of dust, 10,000 dust, the same amount of XP, beautiful Tandemaus candies. Everybody loves Tandemaus candies. But this right here is going to be a Dynamax encounter, which is cool. So let's get it right here, right now. It is Venusaur, but unfortunately not a shiny one, but still a really cool thing to get. This is an 1138. I really don't know if this is good or not, but hopefully it is. Remember, the Charizard and the Blastoise didn't turn out too well, so here's hoping the Venusaur turns out really good. And if not, whatever. It's still a free Dynamax technically, and I freaking love it, you know what I mean? It's so cool. But of course, you do need to get caught, my friend. Please do that. I just love seeing the animation of them becoming Dynamax, you know what I mean? I love when they're growing into the huge form. Like, it's just great. 1, 2, 3. There we go. We actually got it on the second one. Not bad. Here's hoping it's good. 1138, I don't think seems that great, but you never know, right? Yeah, it's not exactly the best, but it doesn't matter. It is a Dynamax free Venusaur we got, so pretty cool. And with that, we're done. But honestly, I kind of want to keep walking around and try to get a shiny. I even got the Necrozma effect going, so yeah. I didn't think that one was going to happen. It would have been amazing if it did, though. And literally just a little bit away from where we just did the last clip, we got a shiny Inkay. So there we go. We got our shiny for the video. Great. And I love shiny Inkay, and it's weather boosted, so you never know. Could be really good, right? At least hopefully. I really like this Pokemon a lot. I love Malamar quite a bit. It's one of my favorite Gen 6 Pokemon. So let's see what a 497 is. Not bad. 9, 14, 14. Decent IVs for this thing. I like it. Now that we're done with that partner research and we got that shiny, I'm getting pretty hungry, and I'm thinking I really want to get myself Okonomiyaki, and there's a restaurant right over here that I really enjoy. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a line in front of it, but we're gonna get in that line because it's just that good. And Okonomiyaki is basically known as the Hiroshima pancake. It's also known as the Osaka pancake as well, depending on where you get it, clearly. But the Hiroshima style is better in my opinion because it's made with noodles as opposed to cabbage. So slightly less healthy, but it's much better tasting in my opinion. Smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video, and let me know in the comments down below. How's your luck been lately? Got any good shinies, any good hundos? Nothing at all, really? Let me know. If you're really enjoying the content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest this video right over here. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.